Once again, good morning. Welcome everyone on this very beautiful sunny day. Gives us promise of a new season coming. And the grass has started to grow again. Can't believe it. To get the lawnmower out again soon. Right, so let's begin as usual in a seated position. Let's just begin to lift the spine nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Sorry, just let the last few people in. Okay. And inhale deeply. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So namaste. So let's begin our practice standing on the feet. So we come up, stand up, and already you can take your belt if you have a belt. And as I said, if you don't, you can manage without it. But if you do have a belt, then you can create a loop that's at your shoulder distance apart. So not too wide, you can measure it across the chest. And then you'll bring your hands behind you into the loop. So if you don't have a belt, you've got anything you could hold on to, then you could just grip that and gently pull onto it. And if you don't have anything at all, then you'll just extend your arms down with your palms facing each other. If you do have your looped belt, then you can begin to press your wrists into the belt. And let's start to also engage into the feet, so the legs are really supporting us, pressing the feet down, lifting the thighs, and then begin to extend your arms back. So what we want to do is really lengthen the arms away from the body, and at the same point bringing a gentle attention into the point between the shoulder blades. Let's just feel that moving forward, shoulders rolling back, chest widening. Naturally you may be slightly drawing the abdomen back towards the spine. That's also fine. And just begin to gently look up and then come back to the center, soften and roll out the shoulders. Sometimes we might hold the breath while we're doing this, so just be aware of that. And then again, you could start with a little soft bend in the elbows, roll the shoulders, bring your full awareness there and really start to extend the arms down. If you're using the looped belt, gently press the wrists into the loop and see how that helps you to extend the arms back more. If you're holding on to something, then you could just gently pull onto that and see what the response comes into the chest. So these practices, we're doing it a little bit to begin our practice, which is very helpful if we have any rounding in the upper back or kyphosis. And you know, nowadays many of us are very much looking down and looking at a screen. So this is really beautiful for opening up the chest. And come back to center now. Soften, release, and take a breath. So from here, keeping your feet apart, keeping anchored, rooted into the feet. When we lift our chest to look up, we'll then reach the arms back and take the chest forward. So you can keep lengthening the arms behind you so they're kind of parallel to your back. Look forward, chest forward, shoulders roll back. Arms lengthening and extending back. And the feet are rooted down and thighs lifting, supporting your posture. And then come back up, inhaling up. Can we arch back gently in looking up? Take a breath in, exhale, come forward once again. And as you come forward, maybe you could lift your arms a little bit higher, but don't push too much. So we're just easing our way into our morning, into our practice. Arms back, shoulders roll back, chest forward, shoulder blades into the front of the body, legs beautifully supporting you. Yes, lovely. And check no pressure in your neck. Your neck is lengthening, but also no pressure in the back of the neck. And come up, inhale, up, and let go of the belt for now. Just pop your belt to the side. You'll probably need it again shortly. A little roll out of the shoulders. So at some point in our practice this morning, we might be moving a little bit quicker. We might have occasional little jump or rock and roll. So especially for a pregnancy, don't jump. Or if you're feeling, just honour what you need to do. If you need to go slower, then do. So now we're going to flow a little bit, thinking of what we just did with the belt. Keep that impression in your mind. And feet apart, legs supported. Inhale the arms up. Shoulders roll back. And then moving the point between the shoulder blades forward. So as we can gently arch the upper back, look up. And then extend your arms forward. Slightly draw the belly in towards the spine. Folding. Swing the arms back behind you. Swing the arms back behind you. Keep lengthening the chest forward. Remember just what you did. Let's come up in reverse. Any lower back issues, you could bend your knees while you do this. Inhale the arms up. Lift the heart. Look up. And then exhale. Let's go again once more. Extend forward. Chest leading the way. Arms swing behind you. Roll the shoulders back. And then come, yes, lovely everyone, come up, back up, inhale, swinging the arms up, arch the back, exhale, back to Tadasana, and standing tall. So now if you're ready for it, let's make this a little bit more dynamic. If you feel actually you would prefer to continue going nice and slowly, then do that. Otherwise, if you're ready to, inhale, breathing in the arms up, exhale, swing the arms behind you, inhale, come up. So really be strong in your legs. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Check that you're not collapsing your back. So let the arms become longer and longer, rolling the shoulders back. As I said, feel free, lower back sensitivities, bend the knees. Yeah, so one more. Have your feet apart. With your feet together, this is a bit too strong on your back. Unless you're very, very strong there. And then coming back up. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale back to Tadasana. Steady the breath. Now maybe we start to feel we're having a shower for our energy body now. Feel a bit more alert, a bit more awake, alive in our body. Now, be at the front of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Lift tall. Exhale, extend forward, hands down. Uttanasana. Take a breath here. If your hands don't reach the floor, bend your knees. Now step your right leg back, step your left leg back into downward facing dog. And again, as you hold your dog pose now, just settle into the first one of the practice. But start to feel, again, the point between the shoulder blades moving into the chest, so the chest towards the floor. Lift your hips high, don't be concerned about the heels being down. Just stretch and lengthen. And then look forward, step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward, back to Uttanasana. Let's swing the arms behind us, roll the shoulders back. So let the chest lead the way. Inhale, come up, swing your arms up. Lift the heart, exhale, release your arms. Yeah, so again, inhale, slightly quicker, reach up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back into dog pose and stretch. Yes. And then right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, swinging the arms up. Exhale, release. All right, so now we'll maybe go just one breath back to dog pose, Uttanasana, and back to standing. Let's get ready. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Step your right leg back, left leg back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Step your right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release your arms. Once again, let me see. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Dog pose. Hips high. Beautiful. Then right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, up. Sweeping up. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Now, once more, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Right leg back, left leg back. Stay here now, dog pose, couple of breaths. Pressing the hands down, lifting the sit bones high, lengthen your torso. Lift your thighs. Now let's be nice and strong in the legs. Bring your shoulders over your wrists into plank pose. So you see your distance is right now or not. You might need to wiggle your feet back. Draw the belly back towards the spine. Lift your thighs. Come back to dog pose. Inhale, lift the hips. Back into plank. So press the floor away from you. Make your lower arms longer. Make your legs longer. Lift your thighs. And back once more. Lift up, hips up. So last one now. Back to your plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And then back to dog pose. Step your right leg forward. Left leg forward. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, release. Just one breath in each of those movements. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold from the hips, hands down. Deep breaths, right leg back, left leg back, dog pose. Yes, and then into your plank. So become long in your body, lift your thighs. Lengthen. Beautiful. Back to dog pose. Yes, hips up, dog pose. And then step your right leg forward. Left leg forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. And then exhale, release. Just have a look here. So next round, we're coming from downward facing dog to upward facing dog. So here you really need to be strong in your legs. So lift your thighs and then you take your chest forward as if you want your chest to lead in front of your arms. And then look up, lift your thighs, buttocks down, and then you come back into the dog pose. Once again, you just send the chest forward, thighs lifting, back to dog pose. So try that. Let's try that together. Standing first, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold the hips. Right leg back. Left leg back, dog pose. Have a breath here first. And now, lift your thighs, become strong in your legs, and then go for. So chest between the hands, hips drop down, thighs lifting, chest forward, roll the shoulders back, look up, and then back to dog pose. Lift your hips. If it's really too strong for anybody, you can drop your knees to the floor. This will make it easier. And then go once more, just one more. Chest forward, so coming as if you're coming into plank. Keep going, chest between, through the arms, roll the shoulders, drop the hips, lift your thighs. Yes, and back up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Great, and then take a step forward, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, and release. Rolling the shoulders out. Just recover your breath for a moment. Stand in Tadasana. Sometimes it's good to have some quicker movements. Keeps the mind fresh. All right. One more round. And to this we're going to bring in Utkatasana, chair pose. So let's begin now. Inhaling the arms up. Reaching up tall, thighs lifting, roll the shoulders back, lift the eyes, and then send the body weight back into your heels, bend your knees, chair pose. As if you're sitting down now, your torso lengthening up, your buttocks moving back. Yes, 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 you all know this beautifully anyway. Good, good, arms up, and then inhale, straighten up the legs. Exhale, fold, hands down. Step your right leg back, left leg back, dog pose. Downward facing dog. Maybe you want to stay in downward facing dog. If you'd like to have one go at upward facing dog, then send the chest forward, lift your thighs, look up. And then come back to dog pose. And then step the right leg forward, left leg forward. Now let's bend the knees. We come back to chair pose. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, sitting down into your chair. Looking up. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, arms down. So this is last round. This is our different sun salutation this morning. One more round. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms up. Body weight back to the heels, lift the thighs, lift the abdomen and sit down into your chair. And let's go steadily now. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back, dog pose. And if you'd like to go for upward facing dog, go for that now. Chest forward. If you're feeling it's enough already, stay in dog pose. And then back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, hips up. Beautiful. Step your right leg forward, left leg forward. Bend the knees, body weight back into the heels. Inhale, chair pose. Come up. Utkatasana. Yes, and then straightening the arms up. Let the arms lift you up tall. Exhale. Release your arms down and recover in Tadasana. Stand tall. Just feel now the energy expanding, shining in the whole body, feeling a bit warmer. Lengthen the exhalation to slow down the breath. So if you happen to have a wall right beside you, you could use that now. If you don't, it's really not essential, but if you do, I'm just going to come to the wall. And if you have your belt, you can do this without the wall also. Sometimes it's nice to have an anchor for your foot. We're going for Trikonasana. So we're taking the legs wide apart and we're using the belt again behind the back to press the wrists into, or to take hold of a strap, whatever you're using. And if you don't have either, then have your palms facing each other, arms extending down the back. All right? So roll the shoulders back and really feel that lift in the center of the chest, in the sternum there. Lifting up tall, arms extend back, thighs lifting, so become longer in the body, lift through the crown of the head. And if you're using the wall, the left outer heel foot pressing into the wall. And now extend to the right side with the arms behind the back. Yeah. So as I said, if you don't have a belt, just have the palms facing each other with an imaginary belt there. Roll the left shoulder back, roll the right shoulder back, and keep your arms growing longer along the back. Turn the chest towards the ceiling. So this really teaches us beautifully how the chest should be open in this. Yes, yes, very nice everybody. So good. And come back up. Inhale up. To try to have an impression in your mind how that using that belt or this arm action can help. And change sides now. So going for other side. So if you're using the wall now, right foot against the wall, left leg turns out. Now step by step, roll the shoulders back, growing taller, lift the thighs, lift through the crown of the head, and then begin. Take your time as you move now to the other side, going to the left. Lengthen, roll the right shoulder back, roll the left shoulder back, turning the chest. Yes, very good, Meg. Yeah, turn the chest as if it's going towards the ceiling. Keep long through the crown of the head. Everybody's doing such a good job there. We've got no corrections to give. Beautifully, beautiful. Lift through the thighs. Yes, lovely. And then come back up. Inhale. Come back to center. Release the belt. Once again. Now without the belt. Can you remember the action there of the shoulders and of the chest? And we'll use the arms this time. Inhale, right arm up. Try to feel that same rolling back of the shoulders, turn of the chest towards the ceiling, and then go for your Utthita Trikonasana, nice and slowly, keeping that impression of how the prop maybe helped us to realize and feel something in the body. It's really all experiencing. Personal experience. And then come back up. Inhale, up, changing your legs. Now to the other side. Going for right foot against the wall, left foot out. Inhale, left arm up to the left side. Exhale, slowly take your time down, exploring what you just did with the belt. So try not to fall into our habits. If the chest normally drops towards the floor. Yes. Good. Breathe. Come back up. Inhale up. And then stepping feet together. Parsvottanasana. So once more, if you have the wall, you begin with your right foot forward, taking your belt, hands into the belt, into the loop, wrists into the loop, roll the shoulders back. Again, if you don't have the wall, separate the feet apart, right foot forward, left leg back. And begin to extend your arms back. Checking the hips are facing forward, lift the thighs, press back into that left foot. And lift tall, lift up, look up. Now the arms reaching back, the chest moving forward, the hips reaching back, right hip back. Go slowly. And then keep the arms and chest moving in opposite directions. And slowly going forward and forward and forward. And maybe the chest comes towards the thighs. If the chest comes into the thighs, lift the arms up. Keep the shoulders rolling back. And then lovely, come back up. Inhale up. Well done everyone. Exhale, step forward. Get ready now for the other side. So right foot steps back. Anchor your back foot, whether it's against the wall or not, anchor it and begin to lift the front body. And extend back through the arms, left hip drawing back, and then slowly go forward. Exhale forward. And again, taking your time. Yes. You can see, I can see from here how this prop really helps us to lengthen forward, and it stops any rounding of the back. Yes, very good, very nice. Then come up, inhale up, exhale, step forward, releasing your belt, and just recover for a breath, rolling the shoulders out. And now just one more little standing posture against the wall, still playing with the belt. Virabhadrasana 1, taking the left heel back, right foot forward. So you should already be in place there. Bringing the belt across the wrists, arms up. Now feeling the wrists pressing into the belt or pull on whatever you're holding, lifting taller and taller, shoulders back, lift from the lower belly, eyes up. Move the left thigh back towards the wall behind you, and now lifting taller, bend the right leg without dropping then from your lift. That right knee coming towards the right ankle, the lower belly lifting up, chest lifting. Couple more breaths. And release. Come and step forward. Release. Take a breath. And then this is the last part of our standing practice. Step your other leg back now. So your right leg back, left leg forward. Remember the hips want to face that front leg. Anchor your right foot, back leg anchors. Inhale, arms up. Chest up. Lift the sternum bone, so lift the chest. Lift the arms. Lift from the lower belly, lift the back. Exhale, bending that left knee. And breathe. Good. Last couple of breaths. Soften the face. Yes. Lovely. And then exhale. Come forward. Release your belt. Keep it there. We might need it in a short while. And then extend the arms forward, palms facing the floor. Lift your heels. Soft bend into the knees. Sit back onto the heels. Drop your buttocks down and roll back. So just begin with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and lengthen your lower back. Walk the shoulders down the back. And take a breath here. So we're going to do some leg lifts here. For any lower back sensitivities, bring the hands under your buttocks, and for our pregnant lady, keep that also, hands under the buttocks. If you're fine in your back, extend your arms overhead, backs of the hands down. And now we're bringing the knees in towards the chest. Straightening up the legs at 90 degrees if you can. And then again, bending the knees into the chest and straighten up. So you want to feel length in the back of the legs, move the thighs away. And again, bending the knees, straightening up the legs. Once more, last one, bend the knees into chest, long in the back of the neck, the head, straighten up the legs. Now if you're feeling good to go, foot, both legs down, exhale down. Bend the knees into the chest, straighten up the legs. Exhale, both legs down, and knees into chest. Again, D, you should have no strain here at all, so you could bend the knees coming down as well if you need to. Or just do half, knees to chest, legs straight. Yeah. Good, go for a couple more. Knees in, legs straight, exhale down, slow and with control. And then the last one. Then slowly release, release, relax for a breath. Alright, so now, taking both legs so they're straight up, you'll need to release your hands if they're under your back, and just bring your hands to the back of the legs, your feet apart. Start to pull the legs towards you. So your lower back is going to lift off the floor, maybe a little bit, and then come back to let the lower back drop down. And then again, you're holding the back of your legs, giving a little pull of the legs towards the chest. And the lower back maybe lifting off the floor. Just try that, ease into that a few times, see how you go with it, feet apart. Feet apart, yeah, so just stretch the thighs towards you, your knees could be bent as well, that's also fine. Yeah, good. And then, from here, if you can just come and have a look at the screen. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to have a little play. So we're going to roll, we're in a forward bending action, we're going to roll back, we're going to roll forward. So holding the back of the legs, you lift your thighs and then swing your way up and fold. Again, you could come back, swing the legs overhead and then come back to fold forward. So a soft way of doing this for any back issues or just you want to do it softly, you can just rock and roll. Keep the knees bent and have a little rock on your spine, forward and back. Alright, please, red flag, don't turn your head when you do this as you rock forward and back. So let's go together. Now lie down. Again, let's just feel a little freedom in our minds. Sometimes it's good to hold postures for a long time, sometimes it's good just to be a bit more fluid. So taking the legs up, and then you need a little swing and pull onto the back of the legs. Swing the feet over the head, and then swing your way up, folding forward, and then lie back, legs overhead. Your feet don't need to touch the floor, just have a little rock and roll there. Yep, legs can be straight, knees can also be bent, it's fine. The last few, rock and roll, yes. Sometimes you start this, you don't want to stop, it feels so good. And then once you come back to your back, just release your legs. You could keep your knees bent, or if you want to straighten them out. become still. Become still in your body, come still in your breath. Balance is very good, as we don't want to be too slow. If we have slow held postures, sometimes having quick, fast moving ones keeps a balance there. All right, so now coming to sit up. Excuse me. Coming to sit up. If you happen to have blocks, then you could take them, two bricks or blocks or 2 stacks of books. If you don't have either, you can manage without it. It's totally fine. So we're going for Purvottanasana with our hands elevated on bricks. All right, so let me just show you here. We've been doing a lot of extending back using our belt today and really opening this whole chest area, which comes in very useful when we practice this Purvottanasana. So rolling the shoulders back, the hands come onto the bricks beside the hips. You're pressing your fingertips in towards the buttocks. Press your hands down and then lift the hips up. So here it helps you to lift the chest more as you look towards the ceiling. So if you don't have any support, then you just have your hands on the floor and lift up. And if it's too strong for you, bend the knees. And for pregnancy, definitely tabletop. But really focus now on the lift in the sternum, rolling the shoulders, and get ready. If you're not already up, then come up now. Bring your hands onto your bricks. They need to be slightly behind you as you would be for Purvottanasana. Yeah, and then lift the chest. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Keep on lifting. It is a little easier when you've got the height under the hands. And you'll know when to come down. I'm not going to say when to come down. I'm going to have one last try. And really bring your attention into the shoulders, into the chest. Lead with the heart. Lift up. If you're doing tabletop, lift the pelvis. Purvottanasana also, everybody lengthen that tailbone away. Good, and then come down, dropping your hips down. Soft fold forward and relax. Relax your neck, relax your arms. Become steady. It's a very, very good strength building. Now lying onto your belly, have the belt nearby. I'll just have a couple of back bends. So D, I think it's better that you now start on your knees. And so everyone come to lie on their belly. Just bear with me a moment while I just show a modification. So you'll sit back, knees apart, and then you'll come up and you're going to practice your cat and cow. Okay, for pregnancy. For everybody else, lie onto your abdomen. And begin in Sphinx pose. So your forearms extended forward and then feeling the pelvis really rooted down. Lengthen your legs back, lift your thighs and lengthen back. So anchoring down through the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows can be slightly forward of the shoulders or just under the shoulders. Adjust now, this back bending action. And settle into the breath. Just watch that the elbows are not too close together. They should be at shoulder distance. And then if this feels okay, you could see if you could lift your elbows up. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows off the mat. You can feel this is really nice into the back body, very good for the kidneys also. And then lying your chest down. Bring the hands beside the chest now, beside the ribs. Roll the shoulders back, chin forward, cobra. Bhujangasana, lift the chest. Everything we've been doing now, can you feel that? Chest forward, shoulders back, heart leading the way. Good, then drop your chest down and relax for a breath there. Just relax for a breath. And D, you can also be on your knees and practice a little very gentle, no deep back bends, arching back here. Now if you have, for everybody else, if you have your belt nearby, let's come for Salabhasana with the belt. Everything you've been, same action that we've been doing in a standing position. So this has been beautifully preparing for your back bend. So you thread your wrists into your loop or take hold of whatever you're using. Lengthen your thighs back. Roll the shoulders back to become longer and longer in your arms. And then begin to lift your chest, just the chest. Arms reaching back, chest forward, look forward. And then you come down and take a breath. And then ready to lift your right leg up with it this time. Extend the arms back, lift your right thigh, lengthen the right leg back. Do you feel this lovely shoulder open action? Yes. Change legs. Exhale down. And now the left leg comes up. Inhale, left leg back, arms back, chest forward. Beautiful. And then release. Take a breath, come down, keep your belt there. One more in both legs. In full Salabhasana, locust pose. Inhale, head up, chest up, arms back, both thighs lifting up. Can you feel how the belt is supporting you now? Your shoulders will be like soft butter at the end of your practice. And lovely. One more breath. Then come down, release your belt. Come into child's pose. Sit back into child's pose. Forehead down and soften your back. And then come back to sit up on your heels. All right. So up onto the knees. So this is going to be a soft flowing action. So we've been doing quite a lot of strong work onto the arms. Standing onto the knees, have a blanket under your knees if you need that. But let's keep in mind everything that we've been doing with the belt. Inhale the arms up. Lift from the lower belly. And have a gentle arch back. Reach back with your arms. And then exhale forward, swing the arms behind you, bring your right ear to the floor, your arms are lifting up behind you. Inhale, come back up, sweeping the arms up, lift the heart, a little arch into the back. Exhale, fold, left ear to the floor. And then back up, inhale, sweeping the arms up and back, lift the heart. Exhale, forward, arms swing behind you, that supports you like a seesaw. Right ear down. Come up, inhale. Left ear down. Let's do one more round and really feel now how open your chest, your heart feels, your arms, your shoulders. So go yourself, right ear down. Left ear down, and then we'll meet in child's pose. Yes, Everybody's so fluidly flowing there, beautifully coming into your child's pose. Steady breath there. Softening, rounding the back now, counter stretch. Just feel a softening the spine, the neck. Then slowly come and sit up. Slowly come to sit up. Now we just begin first with a cross-legged position. Just simply cross the legs. And a gentle twist to the right side. So right hand behind you, left hand outside the right thigh. And turn. Change sides. Softly over to the left side, rolling the shoulders back. Change the cross on the legs. Bring the other leg forward, the other shin forward. Exhale to the right. Jaws soft and over to the left. Come back to center. And now a little release of, so your right shin is forward, that left knee comes back. So the left ankle is behind the left knee. You want to feel long on the inside of your left thigh. And that right shin is forward. You turn the chest to the right side, extend the left arm, so you become long on the left side of the body. So D, this is okay for you to do, but be more in the center and don't put any pressure on your belly. Yes. Yeah. So the chest is facing the floor, the right hand just beside you, supporting. Good, and then come back up. Inhale, come back to center. And changing sides. So the left shin comes forward. The right inner thigh lengthens from the groin to the inner knee. The right ankle behind the right knee. And then you're turning your chest to the left side. Even just being upright, that's also fine. Extend the right arm so we stretch the right side of the body. But be soft now in your approach, in the asana. Softly releasing. Beautiful. And then come back to the center. So let's lie down onto the back now. We're getting ready for relaxation, not quite there. So to lie down, and if it feels okay for you to be in Supta Baddha Konasana, have the soles of the feet together. You could put your feet on some height or have some cushions under your knees. And just extend your arms overhead. So the chest feels really lovely and open here. And the back of the neck is long, be rested. Or you could position your arms wherever it feels nice for you. If anybody finds it too much in this Baddha Konasana position, you could have simple cross legs. Being with your breath. And then slowly release your arms. Slowly draw the knees back towards each other. Naturally, you may feel like hugging the knees in towards the chest. Circling the knees, whatever feels nice for you to release. And then we prepare for Savasana and relaxation. So please make sure you're warm. As always, you could use a bolster under the back of the knees if your back is sensitive, or if your neck feels any tension, a thin blanket under your head. Again, having balance, where we have movement, we have stillness. Remembering the practice is not over, this is another part, a different part of the practice. So the feet apart, let the toes fall out to the side. Arms alongside you, the palms upwards, and the back of the neck is long. Could even slide the chin towards the chest a little so as you become a little bit longer in the back of the neck, and then soften that. Feeling that the buttocks are away from the lower back, especially for the ladies, and the lower back is long. And then just have a look at your own body internally and feel, where might I need to adjust? Imagine if you had to stay here without moving for 2 hours, what would you do? And letting go of any effort. Being still in the physical body, bringing your awareness to the soles of the feet, just feeling a warm, relaxing energy shining at the soles of the feet. Toes are relaxed, the feet, ankles, drawing that energy up through the body, the calf muscles, the shins, front of the knees, the back of the knees, the front thighs, the back thighs, the whole of both legs completely relaxed. And relaxing the pelvis, hips, buttocks, the abdomen, chest, the lower back, middle back, upper back, the sides, torso, the whole torso, the fingers, palms, backs of the hands, the wrists, the forearms, elbows, upper arms, whole of both arms completely relaxed. The shoulders, the shoulder blades, to the collarbones, front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, throat relaxed, jaws, lower jaw, upper jaw, the tongue completely relaxed, cheeks, lips, nose, eyelids, corners of the eyes, eyeballs, the eyebrows, forehead, temples, scalp, top of the head, the back of the head, ears, back to the top of the head, all of the head relaxed, the whole body relaxed. Just resting in the stillness. Become one with that as you relax. And if you have time to stay longer, then please stay where you are in relaxation. If you're ready to come out of relaxation, just slowly bring the awareness back into the physical body. Maybe opening the eyes and then bending your knees and rolling over to your right side if you're coming out of the practice now. And take your time to come back to seated. And we'll conclude our practice. We chant or Om 3 times and the Asatoma verse, meaning lead us from the darkness to the light of knowledge. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you everyone for coming to practice. Wish you a beautiful day.